And good afternoon, Western Mass. First Alert Meteorologist Don Maher here. Just wanted to jump on and give you an update on what we're dealing with out there this afternoon weather-wise, which is a pretty quiet but cloudy afternoon, and more importantly, what's going to be headed our way late tomorrow night and into Saturday, as yet we do track our next storm system, and this one's going to bring some more rainfall to much of the region. So without any further ado, let's switch over to our Monarch Place sky cam, and you can see that the clouds firmly in control out there this afternoon after seeing a little bit of sunshine earlier in the day. The skies have become mostly cloudy out there, but I do expect us to remain dry as we head through the afternoon. Temperatures down a couple of degrees from where we were at noontime, but still above normal, 42 here in Springfield. Not much of a breeze compared to yesterday. Yesterday was rather blustery around here. Winds right now out of the west at 6 miles per hour. So temperatures right now 30s and 40s throughout much of southern New England. We're at 36 Pittsfield, 42 Springfield, 44 Hartford, New Haven, 46 New London, coming in at 44 degrees this afternoon. So we're dry today, we're dry tonight, and we're dry through the daylight hours tomorrow. It's later tomorrow night, I think, as we get towards 11 midnight tomorrow night. That's when I think we do start to see the rain beginning to move on in. I do expect it to be rain here in the lower valley. It may start out as a brief mix in the hill towns before quickly going over to rain. And the other concern is going to be the potential for some strong winds. But right now that looks to be more of an issue for portions of Berkshire County than it does for us here in the valley. By early Saturday, the rain moves on out. It's a mild day Saturday, but then cold air moves in as we head on into Sunday and into next week. And then as far as our next opportunity for snow, now that opportunity may come in here as we head on into Tuesday afternoon and into Tuesday evening. Satellite and radar this afternoon, we do have a lot of clouds out there, and you see some flurry snow shower activity trying to work its way into northern Berkshire County. So I can't rule out the chance for a flurry in the hills, but that's really going to be about it. As we get on into the overnight, I do expect to see the skies begin to clear on out, and that'll set us up for a bright start to the day on Friday before the clouds start to move on in once again, heading on into the afternoon. This is not the system that we're going to be dealing with heading on into tomorrow night and into Saturday. However, that is actually going to develop near the central part of the country, another strong area of low pressure, but this is going to be an inside runner once again. So what that means is the area of low pressure stays to our west. This will probably be a big snowmaker for portions of the Great Lakes region into Chicago. For us, though, this is going to be a rain event once again as we do stay on the milder side of this system, and we're talking about the potential for a solid inch, maybe as much as 2 inches of rainfall in portions of the region. That low lifts into Canada as we head on into Sunday. Saturday is a mild day. It's as we head on into Sunday. I do think we're going to start to see the colder air begin to drain on in as temperatures on Sunday will be noticeably chillier than what we're going to see around here on Saturday. So for the remainder of today, mostly cloudy skies, that chance for a flurry, maybe a snow shower in the hills, and then overnight we'll start to see some clearing skies begin to work on in. So we'll wake up to some sunshine tomorrow morning. The clouds will start to increase as we head towards the second half of the day. Early tomorrow evening, we're looking just fine. It's as we get towards later tomorrow evening, I think as we get towards 11 o'clock or shortly thereafter, we start to see this precipitation overspread the region. For us here in the lower valley, Springfield, Holyoke, Chicopee, Northampton, I think this is going to be rain. It's going to be the higher elevations, portions of Berkshire County, and along the east slopes of the Berkshires, where the precipitation may start out as a period of wet snow, and then the milder air wins out, and they go over to rain as well. And some of that rain is going to come down heavy at times. Here's the pre-dawn hours Saturday morning, and you can see some yellow, some orange, even some red on the map. So I do think we are going to see some heavy rainfall with this system. But this is a quick mover. By the time we get towards mid-morning Saturday, the bulk of the precipitation moves on out. We may even manage to see a little bit of sunshine around here as we head on into Saturday afternoon. So the areas that do see the snow, portions of Berkshire County, east slopes of Berkshires, maybe about 1 to 3 inches. You get into northern Berkshire County, you get above those elevations about 1,500 feet or so. That's where we could see 3+ inches of snow before we see that transition over to rain. But once again, this is going to be coming on late Friday night, continuing into early Saturday morning. So that's where I think we could see a little bit of minor accumulation. Rainfall, though, amounts, once again, this is going to be a soaker. Let's plan on a solid inch to maybe 1.5 inches here in portions of western Mass. Not out of the question that some isolated amounts approaching 2 inches certainly are going to be a possibility. And it's rainfall that we just don't need. You combine the rainfall with the leftover snowpack that will be melting on top of what we saw with our last storm system. Flood concerns will be an issue once again. Because of that, the flood watches were extended for Franklin, Hampshire, Hamden County. These are in effect through 7 p.m. on Saturday evening, as we're still seeing a little bit of river rise here and there. But for the most part, this is for the rain that is going to be coming our way as we head on into Friday night and into Saturday. So the flood watch is already in effect. The other story is going to be the potential for strong wind gusts. And I think that's more of a factor for the Berkshires at this point than it is for us here in the lower valley. Berkshire County, not out of the question, they could see winds gusting over 40, perhaps near 50 miles per hour at times as we head on into those pre-dawn hours of Saturday morning. For us here in the valley, we could still see winds gusting 20, 30 miles per hour. And then as that area of low pressure pulls away, the wind gusts are going to come down as we head on into Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon, plan on it being rather blustery out here, but still going to be the milder of the 2 days this weekend as temperatures will be dropping as we head on into the day on Sunday. So right now, the only advisory for us here in Western Mass, there's a high wind watch for Berkshire County. That also extends into southern Rhode Island and a good portion of eastern, southeastern Massachusetts, the Cape and the islands. And you can see the wind advisories extend all the way into portions of the deep south and even into areas of Louisiana and Texas. So this storm is going to be a big wind producer. Saturday, though, temperatures will be the milder of the 2 days this weekend. Highs near 50 degrees. By Sunday, we're going to cool things back down into the lower 30s as some colder air moves in. It's still going to be rather blustery around here on Sunday. So despite the sunshine and temperatures in the lower 30s, wind chills probably going to be running in the teens. And then as we head on into next week, looks like temperatures are going to start to trend a bit below where we should be for this time of year as that colder air moves on in. Dry Sunday, dry Monday, watching another system for Tuesday. This one could bring a little bit of light snow to the region with perhaps some accumulation possible. That's what we'll be watching once we get this system out of here as we head on into the day on Saturday. After that, a couple of dry days Wednesday, Thursday. It's brisk, it's cold, and then maybe a chance for some snow showers coming back in as we head towards the end of next week and into next weekend. Of course, Jana will have a full update on the forecast starting tonight on Western Mass News at 4.